It sounds cool. Oh my goodness. This thing's a menace. Alright, so today's kind of a special day for me because I'm going to get one of my favorite trucks out of the boneyard that I haven't drove in over a year, I think. The last time I actually drove it, I was brutally destroying it. I was trying to, but I didn't. So it's been in the junkyard for the last year now, and I bought some things for it. So we're gonna go get it and put those things on it, and then really put it to the test. So let's go. All right, so we're currently, you can almost see, or I can see, Old Blue vibing over in the abyss. It's about to be fun right here. We got air up the tires. Hopefully it starts. I think we gotta jump start it because the battery's most likely dead, but look at her in all her glory. All right, let's go air up some tires. If y'all remember the last time I drove this mean Hunter, took it on a trail that it shouldn't have went on. Let's go, buddy. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. And I still haven't fixed it from the trail. It still has a broken radiator hose. I just blew a radiator hose. We'll have to fix that. Other than that, she's not bad. I think it runs great. All right, now, I don't think the battery's charged. We can try it though. See if she'll fire up. If not, I'll have to jump start it. Then we should be good to take it back to the shop and really assess the situation and see if we can stick a whistle toy in there. Whoa, there's a dead bird. There's a dead bird. What the heck? All right, so I feel like we ought to go see if she'll roll start. I'll move my truck out of the way. We'll get a rolling start and see if we can roll start it. Maybe. No, I don't think she's gonna start. We have no power. Frick. Got a jump pack. Hopefully it makes noises right here. Hold it there. Okay. She's running. Fan sounds bad. We gotta fix that, but she is running. Now we'll see if she makes it home. I got faith. She got the jaunt home, so yeah. Dude, I love this truck, bro. The clutch is pretty much gone on the old girl. Power steering, not a thing. Dude, I haven't drove this old girl in a minute. The steering is so bad. These front tires suck. What's up? What?
What if Grandpa is stuck in a hole right by the edge of the pond?
It's in a hole? We gotta go save a duck. So me and Warren were filming a video, getting old Blue back, and there's a duck stuck in a hole. So now we're animal rescue, search, recovery people. There we go. Come on, little guy. There we go. We are animal rescue, recovery people. Alright, so we successfully saved the duck, and now we are on the mending path forward. She might be on fire, it's smoking a little bit, but we made it, I guess. It's the next day, and we're gonna go bring it in the shop for a minute, make it make whistling noises. the real fun starts to happen. All right, so you guys have probably guessed what we're doing to this truck. All of this over here on this table is the pride and joy of what Little Blue's about to embark and embrace on. Yeah. She's gonna be good. We got turbo. Look at that. She's gonna spinny spin. That's gonna make whistle noises. And that is going to make them come out. So, what we've got to do now is rip all the other stuff that needs to come off the truck so we can put this stuff on it. So yeah, let's rip stuff apart. First task, I don't want to keep bashing my head off the hood, so we're gonna take the hood off. Now we gotta take AC lines off, make our way into this thing.
Manifold.
Exhaust manifold, yes. We'll take that off, get in there and take everything else off. So, sweet to that. Look at the crack that is in that. Oh my goodness. Dude, that is insane. I have never jumped this truck in my entire life. And we'll continue ripping stuff apart. We're making progress now. Take air cleaner and all that off. All right, we have Sawzall. There's some heater valve thing that I don't like. Now, we can take that off. What's in the process? Look at that. Let's have some miles on it. She's almost cracked all the way around. Kind of just want to set this on there just to see. Something like that. We'll have to take these bolts off back here and just turn it. Dude, that is gonna be sweet. Oh my goodness, that is gonna look so clean. It's gonna be so hidden there too. Oh, perfect. Come tell me.
Oh no, it's happening, huh?
She's happening. We're gonna have to recalibrate this, but
Yeah, you just loosen those.
yeah.
Look at that little turbski on there.
It's gonna fit nice.
Did you put gaskets under it and everything?
Not yet, I was just mocking it and see what it would look like.
Yeah, you can turn that up and we can run it right over. Does it come with the hat and stuff? We gotta build that hat?
Yeah.
Nah, we can do that, that's not a big deal. I got some turbo piping and stuff, we can make it happen.
It's gonna be nice. Yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, she's been hot.
Cracked it all the way around.
Been hot. We're gonna need this. Gotta have O2 sensor in it. We'll have to put it in the down pipe out the back. That's a must have. That's what keeps the fuel, your lean rich ratio. Mom's got tacos made. You better go eat.
All right, so it's a new day in the shop. I'm back on the old Nissan. Today I'm gonna try to be tackling building a hat for that to connect to the cold side of the turbo. So I've got this chunk of metal that is not the right size to fit over it, but it's close. So I'm gonna take it to the pipe bender and expand the back of it and see if we can get it fit. And if it does, I'll weld the top onto it, drill a hole into it, so it's plumbs out, down, and into there. So, to the pipe bender. That looks pretty good. Look at that. That's gonna freaking work. Nice. So now we'll put a top on this. Weld the top securely, drill the holes, make sure it fits over it. Then we figure out where we want the intake tube probably to come out.
Yahtzee. Then for your other one, we'll cut a hole in this side. We'll put the other one in the tube notcher and notch it so it fits over that angle perfectly.
Yeah.
And then you can just weld it. Bend a piece of 2-inch exhaust tubing, right, fit over. So you just have a clamp off of this one. We'll bend the tube over and a clamp on the other one. And You'll be building boost. Scary. Blue Bruce will be scary. How's the welding going?
Oh, she's gonna be mint.
Yeah?
Get out of here, he says. I think she's welded. She's mint. Look at that. Well, I got the hat built, basically. Now, I have to figure out where I want to put this hole for the 2-inch pipe. Stub a 2-inch pipe out yay far so I can fit pipe over it, pipe around it, come around, down, hook it on. She's coming along. All right, I just cut the hole out for this. Now we will cut this out on that. Bada bing. Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
It's actually not so bad, so.
Turbo noises in no time.
Yup.
Okay, there you go.
Sweet.
It's built.
All right, we'll weld those two together. She'll be good.
She welded?
That looks pretty good.
Turbo hat. That's what it looks like to me.
Built. Look at that.
I know that won't work.
It's beautiful.
Let's see how that looks. Woo-hoo! That's gonna be freaking sweet. All right, so my dad said it'd be better if I move the turbo up like that. So that's what I did. Now we can roll the cold side over the top of the motor into there. Makes it shorter from having to go all the way around. And it looks pretty sweet like that. I have just lifted the truck up, put her on some jack stands, and I'm going to currently drain the oil. This is gonna be the first time I've ever changed oil in this truck, like ever. I've just added oil. I wanna see what this looks like, not gonna lie. So let me get under there and take some oil out of it. Let's see what the oil looks like. Dude, that's not even that bad. I mean, that's brown. It needs to be changed, but she's not too bad. We'll put some fresh oil in it. We'll have a new life. All right, so I took the turbo off because I had to rotate it a little bit so the oil lines can go the right way. And I just decided, I got some blue paint. Why don't we change that and make it blue? Because I feel like it would look better. And I'm also going to do that to the valve cover and the hat. Anything we can make it look as nice as this truck can be. So, yeah, we're gonna paint this. All right, so we're gonna put a base coat down of some black primer. All right, first base coat is down. Now we will let it dry.
A few minutes later.
It's dried enough, so now we'll put the first coat of blue on there. First coat of blue down. That's gonna look freaking sweet on there. While I've been painting and waiting, I went and removed the AC pump and the AC bracket. So now we have a bunch of room down there. But now I gotta climb under it and take the oil pan off because we've gotta put a bung on there for the oil feed line or the return, I don't know, something. Yeah, so I gotta take it off. We'll do that while I wait for paint to dry. There we go. There we go. All right, now I can take bolts off of the oil pan. Oil pan should drop, slide out. Simple, easy, awesome. Oil pan is off. And she doesn't look too bad in there. She's not too terrible. So now we will go clean this up, clean myself off. Look at that, freaking grease everywhere. We'll clean this up. All right, I was doing some digging in the oil pan. I don't think there's supposed to be chunks of aluminum vibing in the oil pan. I don't know what that is, but I don't think it's supposed to be broken. What is that? Feels like plastic. I don't know what it is. We better go get a professional opinion on what that is. All right, I need some professional opinions over here. Is this bad?
What?
Those chunks?
It's plastic of some sort.
So that's what I thought.
And it's not important stuff.
Yeah, but I got it off.
Cool, I'd clean that out and then find out where that plastic came from.
The bottom of the crank looks all good, so.
Oh, I'm sure. There's just some plastic thing that was in there. Might be timing chain stuff.
I'm thinking timing chain guide would be my guess.
Probably. Doesn't look like there's a guide of any kind. I don't know what that is.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, we kind of skipped a bunch of stuff, but we are to the part of no return. Welding the oil drain in it.
See that fire? Way to have that on at a flash and boom, stretched your oil pan out. Ask me how I know. One genuine oil drain welded in.
Closer to making whistle noises. All right, we're back at the paint booth station, and we're gonna lay some clear on this to make it pop. First coat of clear down, we'll let it dry for a minute, and then lay some more on it. Dude, she's looking good. Look at that. She's gonna be looking pretty sweet on the freaking blue roofs. We will stick another thing of clear on there and let her dry. Oh shoot, she's coming together. Let that dry. Okay, so now we've got the oil pan all welded up and it's ready to go back on it. I just have some right stuff, put a little bead of that around it, put it back up on. As you can see, oil pan is installed. We are making progress. Cross member is back in. Basically, we gotta build hoses and we're good. The paint kind of got done drying. I had a look at it. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Blue Turbski in all blue. That's fitting. Sheesh. Do you approve of the Turbski? You approve of her? Come look at it. Look at this thing. Look at it. Oh, now I paint the valve cover and stuff. She's gonna look good. All right, it's another day, and today I'm gonna try to be tackling the oil. So I have this hose. Supposedly it runs down, and there's I have a little T-valve over there that tees into it, and that'll give us oil. Yesterday, we got these done. You can see it down there. That's off the pan, and then there's one on the bottom of here. And then this is the hose for that. Now I just need to figure out how to do this side, and we should be good. If you look right up there, there's this little thing that needs to get removed so we can plug the other stuff into it. So yeah, I'm gonna take that off. All right, I got the sensor off. Now, hopefully, I can put the T-fitting on there, plug this on it, plug that hose onto it, and then oil should be there, I think. The fitting is on, oil line is on. Now I just gotta plumb the pressure or the gauge one. It should go to there. Should be beautiful. All right, I just barely got the little line that runs to the oil pressure gauge. Look how good that's gonna look in there. There's a already hole put in the thing right there. So I'm gonna run the wires, or the little wire, up and around and into there and plug it in. Look at this. I haven't bolted in yet, but it's hooked up, and that's gonna go right there. She's gonna be freaking nice. That's one step closer to making it whistle. Okay, so as of right now, I'm basically waiting on parts to show up to finish everything. So while I'm waiting, I've taken all the bolts off of the valve cover. I'm gonna pop the valve cover off, wire wheel it down, prep it, and paint it the same color as turbo. So when you pop the hood on this, it'll be like, sheesh, because the rest of the truck, she's not the prettiest. So yeah, I'll take this off and we'll see what happens. Now we can take this one, wire wheel it down, press it. She's a little better now. First coat of black is down. All right, Cooper wants to take a hit. And I forgot. I have my Instagram ad. We need to stick it on the freaking somewhere. Beautifulness right there. So if you haven't already, you can follow me on Instagram. That is better than I thought I could do. That is looking sweet. I took the distributor cap off, and I'm also gonna spray that blue. I'm gonna take a grinder disc and grind over the top of that. So these little fins or whatever you call them will be polished. So with the Nissan logo, I feel like it'll match the rest of the car. All right, we'll let it dry and then come back. Now, we'll let it dry and I'll put it on and see what it looks like. She dried and I installed it. Look at that. Old Blue is coming along. That just makes it all come together. Yeah. Well, it's a new day in the shop and we have a new pile of parts to go on to Old Blue. First, which is the fan.
We got ourselves a fan.
If you don't remember in our video, it started shredding itself halfway through. It might be the fan hitting the radiator. It is. Oh, it bent the heck out of that. Oh yeah. Sweet, I can put the new fan clutch and stuff on it.
Fan clutch is in this box.
Sweet. Heck yeah. I don't know if that's supposed to have that curve in it. Just saying. That's probably why it's bent, because those have little things it drops into and they weren't in it anymore. Because if you look down here, they're not lined up. Someone got a pry bar and a hammer and beat that back into place. Alright, I've done some bending and fitment. I got the holes pretty lined up. I did a test fit. The old one seems to go back into place pretty well. So now we'll unbox the new one. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna take these radiator hoses off. I got the problem off what broke last time when we were driving this thing. This hose right here broke. So I've got all these pulleys off and these brackets. I'm gonna clean it. I gotta take this bottom belt and that pulley off and then clean all the grease and grime that I can get to. It looks a lot less greasy, so.
Okay, you know what I would do if I were you? I'd take this AC condenser out.
Just take it out completely.
It's gonna flow more air. You don't have AC anyway. It's gonna flow more air through it and cool it down without that in there. So just take that thing clear out of there.
Sweet.
It'll help you.
The next day.
Alright, so last night I was bored, so I went and put all the parts in the car. Brand new Nissan. Got the new radiator, new belts, new hoses. So, yeah, parts have arrived. Look at all these good gracious stuff. We're gonna fold it up and put it on, make the intake work. One step closer to make this thing whistle. Alright, so I got the basics of it done, but I gotta go find a hose that's from this size to this size, so it'll fit on there. I didn't want it to deal with it right there, so we need something like that, not bad. We might can shorten this and make it so it's more flush. If it's flush right on the front there. Yeah, if we make it something like just right along the front like that, that'll be sweet. That'll look factory if I do that.
All right, I got recruited to help Jace for a minute. Stopped working on the Jeepster, so if you guys have a problem with that, you'll have to take it up with Jace. We're doing some ducting. We're gonna cut this off right there. Turbo stuff has pressure on it, so it needs one of these so it doesn't blow off. We'll roll one in.
Factory.
There you go. Don't say I never gave you anything now.
Now that should work.
Good luck with the Turbski. Just twist it around, slide her in. That looks pretty fair.
Pretty freaking good.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be as good as old Blue Bruce has ever been.
Can handle.
Yep, I'd get your fan put in and your shroud put in. You're winning, dude.
Coming along.
Building some oil lines for him. Getting the return put together. He can have at her. He's close at this point.
Is this like the shiniest thing you've worked on?
We'll tighten that up. Okay, there's that.
Like beautiful.
This is a high dollar, my friend.
I know, I mean.
I'm telling you what, I can't even believe I'm allowed to work on this kind of expensive equipment. All right, we got clocking lines, so I gotta cut it, slide it on, clock it, crimp it. Hose is made. Should go on down there like that and right up to Turbski. And return all the oil you need. You got your feed line done already.
Yep.
So you should be in good shape.
And then down pipes.
Then we'll TIG you up some down pipes and some blow off stuff. And
oil, coolant. She'll be ready.
Fuel. We gotta put the fuel regulator on.
Forgot about that.
If you don't put fuel regulator on, she'll lean out and torch the pistons instantly. So
yeah,
that's an important part.
We've been working a little bit, haven't filmed much lately, but look at what we've got here. I got the fan shroud in, the fan, all the oil lines hooked up, cold side of the turbos all hooked up all over to here, and she's just looking like a unit. Now, we've still got to build the downpipe. We've got to cut and rotate it, because right now it bends straight down and it hits the steering. She's coming along, looking better than I expected, not gonna lie.
3 days later.
Well, it's been a hot minute since I've worked on the old Blue, because we were just at the off-road games. That was a fun time. While we were waiting, I got a couple parts to show up. Look at that. Air cleaner. And then I got these little sleeves for the spark plugs. While that was happening, I have found some tires. Look at these. We're gonna throw these old things on it, and that should be a lot better than those. All right, let's do some magic real quick. How it is right now? Snap. Beautiful. Look at that. Chrome with white walls. Sheesh. We'll take a look on the other side. Look at that. We've got some random white wall tires on the front, and then we got some BFG All-Terrains on the back. I don't know what year they're from. They got a little traction left. Just smoke them off. I got faith in that. Oh yeah. I don't know how long I can keep this up for, but.
All right, we're close on this thing. It's time to get it out of the shop. I got stuff to do in here. I'm gonna take that exhaust over and TIG it up, get it ready for you, and you can put your fuel to it, and we'll see if it blows up or doesn't. You're making this hard. Look, see this? It's made for this. There you go. You learned something new today. That's why the court has that shape in it.
And the more you know. The more you know.
Easy as that.
Picked up. Should bolt right on and work great.
How'd the TIG God treat you this morning?
It wasn't bad. I mean, it's not gonna leak. It's on there. So
It's good enough for who it's for.
that's right.
We got our O2 sensor.
O2 sensors in. Oh yeah. Like we almost meant them to be there together.
What we got today?
Fajitas.
Looking good, Grandma.
Steak fajitas and strawberry shortcake.
Can't beat that.
Take
Can't
care of
beat
the
that.
boys.
We will be fat and sassy today. All right, Tom's putting the fuel in it. Fuel lines are getting all hooked up. Then we gotta drill in a couple holes in this for some boost reference. Then I think we start it. We don't have an O2 sensor in it currently, but that isn't gonna matter for the first little fire up anyways. And then we'll know. Close. No leakies. Turned off, turn it back on. Oh, we got leaks over here somewhere. Okay, turn her back on. Okay, there's 45 PSIs. You're gonna cycle the key a few times, get some fuel in it. Okay, crank it. We've got problems. Quit. Cranking slow because this was seized up right here.
What's seized up?
This idler is not turning. The belt's spinning in here, but it ain't, and it's hot. Okay, turn it over. Just bump it over. Let's see if that spins. That's why I wasn't turning over fast.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
That pulley, this bearing's junk. That's what's squilling is this bearing.
Yeah, you're gonna need a bearing.
We gotta take that off and find an idler. That's junk.
That thing sounds mean.
Well, it runs. We'll fix some problems and then a test drive tomorrow.
What's wrong with it?
That idler seized up right there. It's junk. I had to back her off.
Was it worth it?
Dude, that thing sounds freaking awesome. Oh, the
You
rev
can hear the old pop-off work on it. It actually.
Pure joy. If anybody is wondering how to solve depression, you just turbo a Nissan hardbody.
Yeah, you just turbo some stuff and you're happy at that point.
Or you drive the 55, either way.
Yeah. You got oil pressure? How much is it running?
65?
I figured it'd have. These motors usually have good oil pressure.
Sounds good.
It does sound mean.
I could hear it on the other side just.
I could hear the pop off. That was making me happy.
That turbo is moving a ton of air too. I stuck my hand over it.
Yeah, it's moving some air. Cool.
Oh, yes.
Heck yeah. You just
I
need
did
some
something
parts
good.
and then you
Boost,
can drive
I can
it.
see it. It'll go up to 60 psi with the boost. So
The fuel regulator.
yeah, so we're getting it goes up to 60 pounds of fuel pressure when we boost it. So
Sounded like it was holding it fine. Fuel.
now we get a O2 sensor in it, so it'll regulate fuel. And there you go, she runs.
Oh,
It's boosted.
oh, blue.
And the song is back among the living.
A few minutes later.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna drive it out.
Alrighty, so Jace has put in a ton of hours on old Blue Bruce, getting it all fixed up. I think it's as done as it's gonna be for a while.
Yeah.
She's turboed, right?
She turbo makes whistle noises.
Yeah. We'll fire it up,
Probably good.
go take it for a rip. We put the O2 sensor in it this morning, so it's as done as it's gonna be for us. Fire it up. It sounds cool. If nothing else, it sounds cool. It'll smoke the tires. She builds power. That's cool. Little black mark, rolling burnout.
I don't know if the clutch is really happy. Because I don't think it's spinning right now. Holy. Oh my goodness. This thing's a menace. We might have blown the motor up. We might have blown the old motor up. Oh no.
Oh, it's smoking. It is smoking bad. Oh, that's just
I don't know if that's good.
Not good. That's oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, the oil thing's a big deal. I don't know where that's coming from though. But it's spraying like a lot.
Yeah.
Did you have oil pressure still?
Yeah, it had oil pressure.
It's gotta be
right here.
Right here.
On the underside of that line.
Oh yeah.
Line's junk.
Line's junk.
That's not even the part that got canned.
Yep, line's junk. We'll have to build you a good turbo pressure line. So that's not a big deal. That's at least you know where it's coming from.
But still, this thing's an animal.
It's pretty cool.
Look, you see the black mark up the
Yeah,
driveway?
it smoked the tire leaving.
The one
so.
right in the middle of the driveway is,
Yeah.
I think that was a success. I mean, he's got a few things to dial in on it, tighten everything up, but that's a win. How much you into it?
I think like 450.
Yeah, that's what we were expecting, like 400 bucks. That's pretty good horsepower for cheap. So
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
now you're gonna have to find a real truck to put this in so you can drive it.
Come on. She drives straight still.
She was a nice truck until you beat it to death. All right, that's pretty much all we're gonna get done on this thing today. So thanks for watching.
Camera fell off. Let me stick this back on there.